Making the most out of your TFSA. Surveys have suggested that many Canadians are using their tax-free savings accounts as nothing more than another bank account. While that may be appropriate in some cases, let's take a look at a few ways that TFSAs are being used and see what the benefits might be. In example 1, we have someone who really is just using it like another bank account. They make deposits and withdrawals on occasion and hold an average balance of $2,000. Let's say they earn 1% interest by holding cash. $2,000 times 1% equals $20. If their marginal tax rate was 30%, then $20 times 30% equals $6. This is the amount of tax they would pay if it was in a regular bank account, but by holding a TFSA, you save this $6. So the total benefit in this case is $6 per year. And while every dollar counts, that really isn't much to get excited about. In another example, let's say we have someone putting money away for the long term. They contribute $100 per month for 25 years. Their total contributions would be $30,000 over this time. But again, they've set up their TFSA to only hold cash. Using a 1% interest rate again, and assuming they don't make withdrawals, they will end up with just over $34,000. If we use a slightly higher interest rate of 2%, they end up with almost $39,000. But had they decided to invest their money in a diversified, balanced portfolio with exposure to higher risk and higher potential returning investments, they might get a 5% return on their money. If that were the case, they would end up just shy of $60,000. This would represent a gain of almost $30,000 over their $30,000 in original contributions. And since withdrawals from a TFSA are not subject to tax, you would keep all of it. For Canadians using tax-free savings accounts with a long time horizon, it's important to understand that while savings account is in the name, a savings account doesn't actually have to be in the account. You can hold stocks, bonds, mutual funds, ETFs, and more in a TFSA. If it's appropriate, utilizing a prudent long-term investment portfolio could be a decision worth tens of thousands of dollars to your bottom line.